Hi everyone and welcome once again. So here I am on my Feed the Beast Direwolf20 ModPack server. I'm on a private family server I have running. I just got this about maybe a month ago. I started this server basically with family and friends, close family. We only have 6 people on the server, so not to overload it or anything, and I think that it's running really smoothly. I'm pretty happy with it. And I wanted to show you what I'm working on. So I'm going to actually start a series today with this server. And we're just going to play around, and I'm going to show you some things from that mod pack that we're working with, the Direwolf20 mod pack, which has really awesome items. And I'm still going to continue my other series, my vanilla Minecraft series, the Pretty Scary Update. And also I'm working on the Magic World, which is also Feed the Beast, Magic World Let's Play, which I started a while back, which I will continue as well. So everything will still continue. It's just that I wanted to show you what's happening here. Now, I did already do a tour of my house. I had a few houses in different worlds that I'm playing in Minecraft, and this is the house on my private family server with the Direwolf20 mod pack. So this house is basically just underground. It's a little different. I mean, it's boring, you can say, because it's just like, you know, a rectangle, plain, square, rectangle, you know, house. But it goes underground. I like the idea of the glass, especially with this texture pack, Sortex, which I also mention in a video that I've done about texture packs. And this is fully supported with the Direwolf20 Feed the Beast pack, so it's really easy to install this texture pack, which is called Sortex again. So I love the way the glass looks, the wood planks. It looks nice and clean, and I've really gotten used to it. So it's really hard to switch texture packs for me, because once you know what everything kind of looks like with this texture pack, it's hard to change. So basically, all I've done here, I've not built any machines yet in my house, or any machines at all in this world. I haven't. Others have been working and they've done quarries and stuff. All I've done is I've collected resources. I've done a lot of mining. I set up my house like you see. I set up these barrels that you see in front of me here, and these barrels are great. These are from Factorization mod, and they are awesome. So I highly suggest, if you use the Direwolf20 mod pack from Feed the Beast, these are one of the first things you should craft and put in your little hut, or your whatever your shelter is at the beginning, just to store stuff as you collect ores and blocks and items and all kinds of resources. I also worked a little with Mistcraft, so I do have a book to the nether here set up, but we'll talk about that later. In today's episode, as a beginning episode, basically, all I want to do is get to making these barrels. We're going to make a few more barrels, which actually, I need a lot more barrels. I really want to fill up. I've got a lot of stuff in these chests that are not necessary to be here. For instance, this first chest. Look how much string I have. Because I have farms growing flax seeds, I have a ton of string. So we need to put those in barrels. We could fit 64 stacks in one barrel. Just remember, each barrel is only for one item. You can only put one item in a barrel. But it's okay. You could have a ton of barrels like this. Since they're made of wood and they look actually really nice, they look like a frame on the wall. You could have them run all along your house. So, and you could have different, you could have them stacked. You can have them however you want. So basically, let's get out. First thing I want to do is I want to show you how I kind of get started. I start out with mining to get food right away, since in this world I couldn't find any animals. There were no animals near me. So right now I don't have any farm, I don't have any sheep, I don't have any cows, no chickens, nothing. So I haven't found anything. So basically I made a wheat farm right away to get going, to get some food, to make bread. So let's start out with a sickle. That's the first thing I'm going to craft. Let's see what I have on me. Let's grab out of my barrel, which I'm going to show you. If I shift left click, you could take one item out at a time. So remember, shift left click, you grab items out one at a time. If I just left click, I grab a whole stack. Alright, so that's how the barrels work. And then to place items in, you right click, but I'll show you that later. I do need some sticks. I have one barrel on me already, but I want to show you how I craft these. Here we go. So let's grab this stick, and let's craft some sticks here. I'm going to show you the sickle. So we've got now 5 sticks, and we're going to take, I'm going to make a stone sickle. I'm going to make a stone sickle because The stone sickle basically breaks everything just like you would with an axe. And since I have a lot of resources, but I don't want to use the iron right now for this. This is something I don't need to use iron for. I like to use, for any type of tool that doesn't need iron, I prefer just to use stone because we've got a ton of it, and it's just, you know, something that basically I'm not going to use the stone for anything. So I prefer to do this. So there we go. I already have one stone sickle here, but I'm showing you how I craft it. I can also show you, oh yeah, I was going to make popcorn. Let's look in NEI. So remember, just click on the bottom here and type in whatever it is you're looking for. So for instance, a stone sickle. There it is. There's a recipe that I just made so you could see. And this is from Red Power. So what I do is first thing I do is make a stone sickle right off the bat. And I run over to any type of grassy area, basically. It's also great for trees to clear away the leaves of trees, the sickle. It takes great large area of the leaves. It clears away really easily rather than punching each leaf, you know, one at a time. Look, I've already cleaned this area out so there's no shrubs or anything. So let's head over in this direction. And there's lots of, so like I would break this with a sickle and it covers a large area. So there we go. We got some seeds. Oh, look at the world here is, yeah, I get that a lot where the world is missing a big chunk. So just basically break up all this tall grass that you find. Look, already we've got one of normal seeds and one of corn kernels. Just by running around here and breaking up the tall grass that you find. So, oh, it's almost nighttime. So that's how I start out, and this eventually will lead to making a farm. So let's just clear the way here and see what do we got. We got 2 seeds for wheat farm already, to grow some wheat, that is. And I just, oh, now we got Henequen. There you go, Henequen seeds, which is also part of the Direwolf20 ModPack. So you'll see that later on. We'll be using that later on. But we are going to grow everything right off the bat. Whatever seeds we get here, I'm going to just start growing right away. Oh, it's nighttime. I should not be out here. All right, now we got some flax seeds, so that's pretty cool. So I just kind of, this is what I do to start out. I try to get a farm right away because really, food-wise, you want to get one. It's just the easiest way, I think, to get food. Unless you know, spawn into a place there's tons of animals, which I seem to never have that luck, so... I did find a sheep, though. That's how I did make my bed. But I found some sheep, but it was hard. There was really nothing in this area. There we go. So we have a few more. Oh, look at this big... What I do is I normally log back out and log back in, and it fixes that problem where a big chunk of the world is missing there. All right, so let's head back to my home. Look, we have 5 wheat seeds, 3 corn seeds, 2 Henequen, and we have some flax. 2 flax. So pretty cool. Before I get killed by some monster... because I'm so good at getting killed, I am just going to head back as quickly as... Oh, look, a cat. We really have to tame her. I've seen this cat around, because this is a jungle biome. I've seen it around before, but I don't have any fish. Okay, so let's head back in for now. And I'm going to put my sickle away. Remember, a part of Red Power, something you could start using right away. So... Let's head off to sleep. Since no one is on the server right now, I'm able to do this, but normally I would not be able to do this because, you know, unless everyone agrees and says, hey, everyone, you know, especially when it's raining, nobody likes the sound of the rain. So normally we all say, okay, everyone to bed, everyone to sleep. All right, so this is the farm that I have going already. As you can see, it's working out pretty nicely. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually build another farm, another 7x7. With the 1 block of water in the center. So let's grab, what do I have on me? Let's see, what do I need? Let's get rid of these flowers. I don't need them. And I had a bucket somewhere I had a bucket. All right, let's make another bucket. Just makes life easier. Let's head over to our crafting table. And we'll make a bucket. There we go. Just in case. I might not need it, actually, but just in case. And we need dirt. So let's head over here, and I'm going to grab a whole stack by right-clicking once, and I grab a whole stack of dirt. So I think we're good. I think that's all we need. So let's head back. So what I'm going to do is build another 7x7 over here on this left side to continue, sort of. So I have 1 block here that I don't know why I put that block there, but whoops. Actually, I didn't mean to do that. Let's try to jump up here where it's easier. So we want to place 7 by 7 with 1 block in the center for water. So we already have 4, 5, 6, and 7. Awesome. So let's head over here to this side and just continue. The water's a little not even here. I was using this water for buckets earlier, so. Alright, so now we needed to go 7 across here. So let's see what we got. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Perfect. So we can have a canal of water on this side. I like to keep that little canal. It's not necessary for you to grow. You just need the 1 block in the center of water. But, alright, so we need the 1 block. I'm going to mess this up, I'm sure. Let's see. Here's the block, right? I believe this is it. There we go. Yeah, so that's the center block that we need, which does not have water. So we're going to have to fill that up. We're going to need our bucket. So let's go ahead and grab some water from over there and fill this up. There we go. Cool. So now we have our center block with water. And let's just continue our 7 by 7. There we go. I guess I'm having a little lag here. Normally I don't. Alright, cool. There we go, our 7 by 7 farm. So we're going to start out, and this is how you would start out. Like I said, making a sickle and going ahead and, you know, breaking all those shrubs you find or tall grass that you find around. And you get a whole bunch of different seeds. With the Direwolf20 ModPack, you'll get Henequen, corn, kernels, flax seeds, and normal seeds for a wheat farm. So what I have is enough just to get started. So now what I need is a hoe. Now, I have here a golden hoe that I got from the Twilight Forest, killing one of the monsters in the Twilight Forest. But I'm going to make one, so let's just go ahead. And like I said, I'm going to make it out of stone. Since it's something that you don't need to have an iron one for any reason, not like a pickaxe. I mean, you need an iron pickaxe, right, to cut into certain ores. You can't use stone for everything. But for a hoe, an axe, and a sickle, I don't really need anything special. It still breaks through, or the hoe is going to still till the soil, just it'll last less time. So I just like to keep my resources for more important things. That's just my preference. Okay, so let's go ahead and till this soil. Looks so nice when I till. It looks all purty and clean looking. And like I said, with this texture pack, I love it. All right, so let's go ahead and finish this. Nice and simple, just right-clicking. There we go. Alrighty, so now I'm going to just, I mean, I have no order really. I'm just going to make it in line. So this is what I'm going to put. I'm going to put, these are the wheat seeds, okay? I put 5. That's all I have right now. Now, since I don't have too much, I'm going to skip a row and go ahead with corn here until it starts growing and I cut it all down with my sickle and get more seeds. This is what you can start with as well. I mean, you don't need a lot. These are the Henequen seeds, so we have 2. So we'll just place 2. That's okay for now. I mean, it's okay. Oh, this was from, I actually planted this earlier, but we're going to put over here flax seeds. So flax and flax. Flax seems to take longer to grow, a bit longer. Okay, so we have wheat over here, because that's all I got was 5 seeds, 3 of corn kernels, 2 of Henequen seeds, and 2 of flax seeds. So we've got that growing. So I really didn't have to till all the soil. Eventually I'm going to have to till it again. But anyway, this is how you can get started. Even with that little bit of seeds, which was very little, you can still get started and have a farm grow. And once these grow and you actually pick them and clear the way with your sickle, you can use your sickle, you'll get more seeds and more seeds and more seeds, and kind of that's how eventually you'll have like a huge farm growing. So that's how I would get started with this mod pack. Just very, very basic, but that's how I always get started. And in the meantime, you could be, of course, building your home and getting your home started. But like, if there aren't too many animals in your area for food, I mean, like pigs and cows, then or chickens, I highly suggest making a farm as soon as possible. And like I said, seeds are easy to get. And if for some reason you just don't have the resources yet for a sickle, you could always just, you know, break it one by one, the grass, but that takes a long, long time. All right, so let me show you a little bit about these barrels now. So, the barrels. Let me grab my sickle. Where did I put it? So, I want to make a barrel and show you. So, let me first, I'm going to show you with a sickle how we clear. Look at this, huh? You cleared huge, almost the whole farm. I cleared away here, and I just grab everything I can. And I got the corn. I broke some corn that I shouldn't have, but that's all right. No big deal. And we've got our flax seeds here. You could just break the top of them, really, or you could break the whole thing. It doesn't really matter. There we go. I broke the whole thing there. I'm really bad at aiming, so if you just really want to do it one by one, then I suggest that, you know, don't use the sickle, but I like to use it, so there we go. And all the Henequen leaves and seeds, and we've got a whole clear farm almost. Let me grab everything that fell. A lot of stuff fell over. I'm just going to clear everything. What the hey? Let's clear everything. Now I jumped. I shouldn't jump. That always messes up my farm when I jump on it. See, if I jump, it like, oh, it didn't. Usually when I jump, there you go. See, you got to till the soil again when you jump on it. I don't know if you've ever seen that. Some people might not have seen that, so I wanted to show that. Because I like to jump around a lot in Minecraft, and I realized I was messing up my farm every time. So let's grab our, there we go, our stone hoe, and let's fix that. Till the soil in those 3 areas. And now I'm going to plant again. So let's grab corn kernels. Let's grab Henequen seed. Look how much we got for this one farm. We got a ton of stuff. And the wheat. So let's go ahead. I like to do rows. That's just my preference. So let's start. Oh, the 2 farms. It was 2 farms. That's where I got so many seeds. All right. I didn't realize. Yeah, I did 2 farms. So let's get 2 rows of corn. Let's also get some wheat. Actually, I'll put more rows of wheat. I'll probably put 4 rows of wheat. So we'll plant that quickly. And actually just 3 rows. And then let's put Henequen. Let's put 2 rows of Henequen here. So just never-ending process. Keep at it. Keep picking your crops. You could use your sickle, like I said, if you are lazy like me and you just want to cover a whole big area. Go ahead and use the sickle to clear it off. But like I said, you can't get specific plants like that. You really need to. Now let's use the flax. I didn't use flax over there? No, I didn't. So we'll do a few more rows of flax seeds over here. There we go. Whoops, I actually didn't mean to put that one there, but it doesn't matter. Oh, look at all the stuff that fell over here, all the corn. And so we've done flax, Henequen, wheat, and corn, right? I'm going to get some more corn here. Oops. Yeah, I finished all the corn. So let's place some more wheat. Just kind of randomly. I don't have any specific. Well, now that I have 1, 2, 3 farms, I should get 1 more, and this way each one could be of 1 item. It would look better. So, but this one I just wanted to show you from 0 how we can start a farm from the beginning. All right, so we picked our items. Let's go down and make a barrel. I already have 1 barrel in my inventory, but I'm going to show you. So for a barrel, we need wood. Wood logs, actually. So what do I have in logs? I might not have any, actually. Let's see. I've got oak planks and jungle planks. Now let's put all this stuff that I have here I need to put in my barrels. So let's go ahead in this dirt that I don't need. All I have to do is right click it, and it goes right into my inventory in the barrel. Now we've got our Henequen seeds, right clicking. Flax seeds, we right click, and our normal seeds, right click. So there you go. Oh, and we also have some wheat. So we'll choose that in our hotbar, and we will right click. So there you go. So that's how we fill up our barrels, just right clicking on the barrel with the item. So let's make a barrel. I thought I had wood, but I guess I don't. So let's grab an axe, a stone axe that I made. And let's head over here and cut one of these trees down. Let's see if I find a tree a little far away. I don't like to destroy the trees right near my home. I think they look nice, so I don't want to destroy them. So let's head over here a little farther away. There's someone else's home over there, as you can see, in the right hand side there. So, gosh, I really don't want to break these trees. Let's see. Let's go. Oh, there's a windmill. I'll show you that in another episode, what everyone's built, basically. I'll do a whole tour of the server. But for now, I just wanted to not destroy anything nearby. Okay, we've got a floating tree here. Let's break this one, if I could find. Yeah, there we go. So here is the trunk of the tree. So let's go ahead and get some wood from here. How many do we have? 4. And let's get this tree right over here. And that should be enough to make a barrel. So you need these wood logs for a barrel. And it's a great way to get started, to start organizing your stuff. And like I said, it takes up a lot of, it actually clears away a lot of things and organizes a lot of things that you may have, especially when you're mining at the beginning and you get all this cobblestone that maybe you want to keep, but you're not really sure, you know, what to do with. Oh, let me keep making chests and stuff. So let me head back now that it's nighttime and it scares me a little. Whoops, I almost fell there. I'm trying to sprint. There we go. For some reason my keyboard got like stuck or something. All right, here we go. All right, so let's craft a barrel. So for a barrel, we need wooden planks. So let's grab 1 piece of wood here and make planks. And what we want to do is 3 planks in a row give us slabs. Okay, so we need just 1 slab at the top, and the rest will be the logs all around like this, kind of like a U shape. And we've got a barrel, okay? And this is from Factorization. So let's go ahead and make a space in my wall. And we'll place this barrel. Plus I have another barrel in my inventory, so let's go ahead and put the other one as well that I crafted earlier. So you can only fit 1 item in each barrel. So what do I need? Look at this. I'll tell you what I need. I need to put all of this string. It's crazy, all the string I have. Insane. Insane in the membrane. All craziness. Like, oh my gosh, too much string. So from the flax seeds I've been growing, I collected all this string. So let's just right click and place all the string into my barrel. So you can see now this barrel is only going to be for string. And you can do this with just about anything that you collect. So it's really, really a great thing. Easy to manage and organize. And I highly recommend when you get started, first 2 things, like I said, I do is make a farm, get seeds, make a farm, and once you have a little shelter, start making these barrels. So that's going to help me with my chest a lot, like clear out my chest. So let's just clear all of this. It's crazy. So let's go ahead and just right click. There we go. Yeah, I got everything out of there. Just quickly trying to clear this. Look at this crazy amounts of string. String is not a problem for me right now. I got tons of string. So yeah, cool. So as you can see, simple way to get started with the Direwolf20. At least this is how I do it. Everybody starts out differently, and I like to see different people's opinions on how they start out. All right, so since no one's on the server, like I said, I can sleep. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to take advantage of that. Now, what am I going to place in the other barrel? Actually, you know what? I had a bunch of smooth stone. Oh no, I've got smooth stone here. I already made a barrel of smooth stone. Let's see, maybe saplings. I do have a lot of saplings. So let's grab the saplings. Those are good. And let's place them in there. See? So you can see the sapling nicely there on the front, a picture of it. And this is a great way to organize everything. So there you go. In this episode, we made a sickle. We cleared out shrubs and tall grass and stuff. We got seeds out of it. We built a farm. And then we later crafted barrels to fill up with certain items that you just have a lot of. I hope eventually I can fill up a barrel with diamonds. That would be pretty cool at some point. So you see, our farms are growing really nice now that we replanted or reseeded them, basically. And yeah, everything's working out nice and smoothly. So eventually I'll show you other houses that are on here and what other people are working on. But for today, I think that was a pretty decent episode, just kind of showing you how I got started. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please click on like if you did. Please like the video because it really helps me out, helps more people find my videos, and it just, I don't know, just kind of makes my day, makes me happy, makes me smile. Anyway, I enjoy making these videos. And please leave comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you'd like to see, or any advice is also really appreciated. So guys, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. See you soon. Bye-bye.